Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Attack on Titan, still not in season 3 just yet. We are watching Lost Girls Part 2. Just watched the first part and seeing Detective Annie in action, getting into this case of the missing girl, Carly, and yeah, did a bunch of investigation stuff through that episode, and we certainly talked about a lot of it and our theories about what could be happening with the father and the boyfriend and yada yada yada, those drugs. But I think we're just gonna jump into it and then see where it's all leading. Are you ready? Yep. All right. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. Let's go. What's about to happen?
おい、開けろ、開きやがれ。
入ってこられたら始末するしかない。
次見かけたら殺すからな。
Good thing he gave up easily.
電波ボルツ。
And that's the boyfriend, okay.
私は重要参考人として事情聴取され、明日の任務に行くのは不可能になる。このまま身を隠し、明日の任務に行くか。いや、もし任務に失敗したら、もう憲兵団には戻ってこれない。あの二人まで危険にさらす。これも却下だ。すべて片付いた後、匿名でケンパーの死を通報する。この道しかない。
Well, something tells me that's not exactly what's going to happen. Although we still know that she goes on her mission the day after.
Yeah, we know that much.
Yeah.
医者が言うには、父さんの足はもう元
Wow,
に
she
戻らん
went
とのことだ。
ham on his ass.
よくやったな、兄。お前はもっと強くなる。
Somehow I expected that reaction, actually.
Yeah, same.
カーリーとケンパーが売人だったとして、どうやってあれだけの量を仕入れた。いずれにしても、まずはストラットマンだ。娘について隠していることを洗いざらい喋らせる。待たせたね。
ああ。
Who's this?
The bartender?
ストラットマン家まで。
Is it?
No.
動くな。あんたをここで殺す予定
Red
は
eye.
ない。
Yep.
Yep.
下品な真似をさせないでくれ。
いいもん持ってんじゃねえか。
Well, fuck. She's gonna have to kill these people.
私たちはどこへ向かってるの？
工業区だ。あそこのでかい廃液層には昔からいろんなものが沈んできた。
みんな沈んでドロドロに溶けちまう。
あんたの脳みそは沈んだことがあるみたい。
Nice.
私が探せなく
So
なっ
he's
て
smoking as
他の
well.
人が探すと思うけど。
Could be him then.
ストラットマンから聞いたよ。あんたは一人で動いてるって。
We know
あ
from.
の
Oh,
時はね。でも今は上官に報告をあげて。
they're also talking to the father.
なぜか上に報告できない理由があったからだ。
Oh, can't really get into
それは
that.
間違ってるかな。
No.
我々はあんな下品なやり方はしない。ただ彼はかなり無茶をしていたみたいでね。
So they didn't kill him. At least that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
あんたの品のいいお仲間が取った指輪を返してもらえない。
そりゃ聞けねえな。
せめてそれがあれば安らかに沈んでいける。
渡せる。
そりゃねえぜ俺の。
You can't really turn into a titan in the middle of the industrial district, so something else is gonna happen.
すげえ。
毒でも仕込んであるのかな。
試してみれば。
いや、やめとこう。
そんな挑発に乗る間抜けだと思ったのか。
ああ。まあだけだね。
Oh shit! Whoa! Holy
doing
shit!
it!
She's actually doing it.
Oh, stop with the horses, will ya?
But she didn't turn all the way into Titan, just
No.
the arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to kill these people now.
Yeah.
あんたはまるで巨人だな。突 突然現れて全てを台
Not
無しに
just
した
like a Titan. I am a Titan.
カーリーは
Well, she's gonna survive that.
爆弾で仕込んでやがったのか。
A bomb or something? No.
まだ寝てた方がいい。
お前がケンパー君を殺したんだな。
This motherfucker. Who did he shoot?
Some bystander.
カーリーはどこにいるの？
How the hell?
俺たちはすぐにケンパーに行き着き締め上げた。奴はカーリーの居場所と秘密、どちらも教えるからある仕事を手伝ってくれと持ちかけてきた。娘を閉じ込め、2日後に金と交換するはずだった。あとはほんの少し手を伸ばせば、つかめたはずだったんだ。
She's gonna feel that very
5
soon.
年前もそうだった。あと1日、あれが遅ければ、俺と息子はこの町にいた。
I actually feel bad for the guy.
ようやく涼しくなってきた。父さん、帰ってきたぞ。
Oh!
私はここに来なかった。あんたにもウォルドにも会わなかった。わかった。
This is mine.
終わったの？カーリー・ストラットマンさんですね。お父様がお待ちです。
その前に一杯付き合ってくれない？
A lot of smoking in these episodes.
Trying to get that noir feel, perhaps.
モデロインの生成よ。
Okay,
Oh,
so
she
she
does.
makes
あ
it,
なた
yeah.
が作ったんですか？
ケンパーはただの売人よ。元締めはパパ。
Okay, they're all in on it.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
私がコデロインを作った時、この町では売らないって約束させたから。
しかしお父様はその約束を破った。だからあなたは酒場でコデロインを見て
Okay, that's how it fits together.
ケンパーと町を出るつもりだったの。そこにあの二人が現れて、でもあなたの話からするときっとルーに裏切られたのね。バカなケンパー。
Seems like she's too sad about her boyfriend dying.
Not at all.
パパは5年前に全てを失った。それを取り戻そうとしていたのよ。はい、これ。美味しいわよ。
なんです？
ドーナツ。
初めて食べます。
You're a cop and you've never had a donut?
Oh god.
別にこの町を捨てなくてもコデロインを作らなければいいだけなのでは？
そうできればいいんだけど、パパのそばにいたら助けてあげたくなっちゃうもの。
お約束のウォールローズへの通行許可証です。破ることもできますよ。
ありがとう。でも行くわ。
Don't throw it in the.
Stop with that fucking trash, people.
今でも吸えるのはわしくらいのもんだ。良いものは皆失われていく。
あなたがケンパー・ボルツを殺したんですね。今朝あなたから話を聞いているとき、執事の方がメモを渡しましたね。今すぐ娘を返す。金を持って家に来い。それを受けてあなたはケンパーの家に行き、酒を飲み、話をした。しかし何らかの問題が起き、殺害に至った。ケンパーの家の灰皿にこれが。あなたしか吸えないものなんでしょう。
あれは事故だった。あのクズは最初から娘を返す気などなかったんだ。
そんなことはどうでもいい。早く終わりにしたい。それだけです。
どうして私を助け
Hide
る？
all the evidence.
勘
Yeah.
違いしないでください。これは自分のためです。なさなければならないことは何があろうとなさなければならないから。
じゃあ複数人が相手の場合は
一番強そうなやつを倒して戦意を奪う。
そのために俺たちは全力を尽くすんだ。いいな兄。
調査報告書。失踪人カーリー・ストラットマンは3日前に恋人のケンパー・ボルツとオートへ向かったことが判明した。誰が許可証を偽造したのか、2人がどのような偽名を使用したのかはいずれも不明であり、これ以上の追跡は不可能と思われる。
それより男に会うならこれくらいしてった方がいいんじゃないの？あんたの色気のなさは絶望的よ。ヒッチドリス。
今さら許してくれとは言わない。この世の全てを敵に回したっていい。父さんだけはお前の味方だ。だから約束してくれ。帰ってくるって。
今日の任務第57回壁外調査にてエレン・イエーガーの捕獲。
Alright.
Damn, yeah. She's got a lot on her mind. She had a lot on her mind back then. Now she's just encased in that thing somewhere underground. We presume like that's where she is still. But all right, that was part 2, Lost Girls part 2, with Annie's investigations. It came to a close, and we were sort of right about a lot of the stuff, you know, with the father and the boyfriend both dealing and sort of working together, but the daughter did it as well, and it was just, you know, blackmail from some other people inside of that whole drug ring. But as is the case with most people in the real world as well, it's not black and white, and they definitely all had, you know, a background and something that drove them to do what they're doing now, which is very much like Annie, and I like those parallels between the characters a lot. There was a bunch of that, and then in this episode, and then of course Annie ultimately deciding not to tell the truth and not to report the father, for example, and, you know, just get it over and get it out of the way, sort of, just so that it would, in a way that it wouldn't interfere with her mission going forward, so that she could still do that and complete it, although we know that she didn't.
And that's where another parallel is coming in, because we just saw here in the end that her father, we had a few flashbacks now, her father, you know, basically trained her to be a killing machine. And then he said there at the end, even if the world, like the whole world is against you and hate you, promise me that you'll come back.
Yes, and I will always be on your side. Yeah.
And I think that's another parallel, because in the end, the reason why Carly was doing what she was doing was to save her father.
Yeah, actually. So that thing about them not really having a close relationship, not entirely true, even though they might not have been talking that much. But
even though they might be estranged, they might still mean a lot to each other, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's, especially if it's only them two in
the family.
So it's like the only thing they've had is each other and their dinners together, and it can mean so much. And especially, like, I think every kid, deep down underneath everything, they have this burning wish to just make their parents proud.
Yeah. And,
you know, always, you know, have their love and support and, you know, recognition, all that. And yeah, also ultimately, I think that's both what Annie is striving towards, but also Carly was also striving towards.
Yeah, even though with Carly, her father, you know, did her wrong by lying about where he was selling the drugs, and they were making them together, and that is definitely how they made a lot of money after, I guess, what happened, you know, then with 5 years ago, and they lost a lot of things, and same goes for the guy with the glass eye. Lost his son, and like that was really tragic, that whole thing. When Annie did her turn into a Titan arm trick there, but yeah, with the father and Carly, it was just, even though he wronged her and sold the drugs in Stohas, she still wanted to help him, and was like, well, I can't not help him. He's my father. And I think you're very much right about what you're saying. Like, no matter what sort of relationship you have with your parents, they're still your parents. They're still your family. Your flesh and blood, you know.
They might have disappointed you for like, I speak of experience. They might have disappointed you time and time and time and time again. But there will still always be that tiny kid inside you that's just longing for their love and, you know, approval. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
So, and with Annie and her father, it seems like there's that as well. And she does want to go home. She just want to get back.
She said it. She just wants this whole thing to get over with so she can go back, basically.
Yeah. And we talked about it in the previous one, or in the discussion there, with the reason why she was crying when she lost Eren again, when Mikasa and Levi took Eren back, was because of that. That it was like, fuck, I failed, and now I can't go home.
I can't go back, yeah.
I cannot go back. I'm gonna have to maybe try again, or at least, she had to go back to Stohess and back to the military police, and then everything that happened at the end of season 1 happened, and now she is, as previously mentioned, encased in what looks like a diamond shape, but you know, we've already established that that's kind of like the Titan material that can look different ways, but it is quite indestructible. But overall, that was the case of this missing girl, missing person, missing woman, I would rather say, in Kali Stratman. That case solved, even though, well, Annie solved the case, and we saw how it all fit together, and then in the end did something else, so as you know, could still go on her mission the day after. And then when she got back, there was this nice little note from her roommate from Hitch. Like she really thought that Annie was going out to meet someone and go on a date, because that's probably what normal people would do. You know, people who are not in Annie's situation, not in Annie's stead, and who's not freaking undercover and playing this role, and supposed to go out and all of that. So if it was anyone else, that would probably have been the case. But it was a nice thought, at least. And then with the hair thingy that she gave her. But this one and the last one, they also showed us something that we don't see a lot of in the actual series, but we've seen it in this one, and we saw it in the No Regrets OVAs, with like how people are living, and especially people who are poorer, how they are living, and their, you know, it's a day-to-day stuff, and you know, just more of a look inside of like the entire society there, behind the walls or inside of the walls, and that can be very interesting as well. But unless you have anything else,
I do not.
All right, fair enough. Then that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Attack on Titan Lost Girls Part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.